Chapter 12.1 it starts talking about our fresh water in on our planet. Notice the slide behind here says hydrosphere. The hydrosphere is everything that we have as far as water on our planet. Hydro meaning water, sphere being our planet. Um, Fresh water is one of those super important resources that we have on our planet. Without water, we don't exist. If you think about what fresh water does for us, um, if you've ever been thirsty, uh, your your body's saying we need water. Actually, without water, our blood can't even carry the nutrients uh, throughout our body to give us life that we have. If you start to think about um, most of the activities that we do, almost everything that we do comes from water. Just think about it, something simple as eating a slice of pizza. Well, the cheese on the pizza. Well, the cheese came from a cow. The cow had to be raised on a farm. That farmer had to provide water for that cow. The farmer had to provide food for that cow. Well, the food that that cow ate had to have water to grow. So the dough, the crust of the pizza, that also came from grains, and those grains had to grow from water. Uh, you think about a car, the car that you bought, your parents bought. Um, that car, from the beginning to the end, it actually requires about 50 times as much water as the weight of the car. So, I mean, that's starting from the beginning. That's starting from digging the metal out of the ground all the way to washing the car off just as they're sending it off the assembly line. But we use water, freshwater sources in farming. We do something called irrigation. Farmers uh, may not have farms where they have rain all the time, so they have to actually bring out. I don't know if you've seen it. Sometimes they'll put sprinklers out into big farms. You'll see them just kind of they're on wheels and they kind of roll around. If you've ever flown in an airplane, sometimes you can look down and you can see all these big circles of green areas in farms, and the rest of it's all brown. It's because that's where the irrigation happens. They bring the water to the crops. They pull it from wells in the area. Um, Factories use lots of water. A paper mill, for example, uses about 100 metric tons of water to make 1 ton of paper. Um, let's see what else. Coal mines use water to separate the coal out. We transport goods on water. We ship things on Lake Michigan, up and down the Mississippi River, across the oceans. Um, we use water for that type of process. We also use it for recreation. We swim in it, we fish in it, we boat in it, we ski in it. We do a lot of stuff within the water, with water. Um, we raise fish in water. We have fisheries that just their sole job is to raise fish so that we can eat them. Um, we do aquaculture, which is or that's actually what it is. Aquaculture is raising fish or food in water to use for um, a food source. Um, we put we make energy from water. We put dams on rivers. Well, when we put dams on a river, that's a good thing and a bad thing. We kind of talked a little bit about the earlier this year, but um, on page 398 and 399 in your book, they do explain a lot of the advantages and disadvantages of building a dam on a river. We can get free energy. That's a plus. Uh, Building the dam, though, changes the course of the river. That's a disadvantage. Building a dam gives us clean energy. That's a plus. But a negative, would be that we are not able to, we change the migration patterns of animals and fish. So lots of pluses and minuses here. If you look on page 400, actually, in your book, they show a dam that during a flood season actually went around the dam. The river finds a way to get around the dam. So that's pretty much our freshwater resources of water. Um, Main things that you want to get out of this one is that we need water to survive. How valuable is it? Extremely valuable, especially if you're thirsty. You know what it's like when you're out playing and you're really thirsty. You you need water. Your body needs water. We lose water every day through our sweat and through evaporation from our body, but we need to replenish that water every day. Without it, we don't survive. Without water, we don't have food. Um, if without food, we don't survive. Most things that we do require. I mean, you think about your clothes, you think about washing your clothes, you think about the dishes that you ate off this morning. Uh, the water that was needed to wash them, to create them, to make them. We use water in industries. When we make products, we use water. We transport goods over water, and we have fun in water. We ski. We do a lot of our recreation, fun things in water. We raise fish in water. We also get a lot of our energy from water. So um, main thing you got to get out of here, though, when we talk about that energy, building dams, there are good things to it, definitely, and there are bad things to it. One of your essay questions, I think, is when building a dam on a river, what are 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages of building a dam on a river? And that answer is actually on page 398 and 399. So give that a shot and look at that. Look at the review questions on the bottom of page 400. Um, what are 3 ways you can directly use water daily? Identify a benefit and a possible disadvantage of aquaculture. That's raising fish. That's on, if you want to look on page 397, that's where that's at. And explain why dams are helpful to people and harmful to a river. So that's that.